Hey everybody, welcome back. James here again with you, and today I got something very special that I want to share with you. I get asked all the time about how to select pellets for my different styles and different types of air guns, and so today I'm going to show you how I go about that and hopefully get you to shoot the correct pellet. So let's get into it. Okay, so hopefully you're watching to get the right pellet for your air gun. Now, before I tell you everything, I want you to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out to grow, so that way all this information that I give out for free gets out to people that would really enjoy it and really like it. So I appreciate you guys as always. So anyways, let's get into today's video. Today, like I said, I'm going to talk about how I go about finding the right pellet for my air gun. Now, I have a perfect example air rifle for this video because I've never, talked to the manufacturer before, never researched pellets on it, and unfortunately, it's obsolete right now. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the example rifle in this video I am telling you about. This is the Gamo Fox Swarm in 22 cal. Now, buying it and everything, I didn't really do any research on it. I mean, I've seen a couple videos before I actually bought it and seen that people were getting decent accuracy and precision out of it for what it is. You know, it's not a precision air rifle by any means, but it shoots very, very, very good, within 20 to 25 yards, and that's what these brake barrels, the coil spring guns are meant for. Now the piston guns that are actually gas rams, you could take them out a little bit farther and get a really good accuracy and precision, but PCP is going to be where it's at if you want farther range. But anyway, with this video, with that said, I called Gamo about this model and got some things in a phone call that I recorded, and I wanted to share some things with you guys that I found out. So the reason why I called, and I'll tell you this before I let you listen into the phone call, was because in a past video I mentioned that I didn't think that this was a 16-inch twist rate because the barrel is 16 inches. Almost the same barrel. A lot of people claim it's the same barrel as on the other Gamos brake barrels. I can't say for 100% certainty because the barrel length is 16 inches and the Gamo Mach 1 Fusion that I tested, I believe, was 20.5 inches, and then there's other Gamo models out there that are 19.9 inches. So what that means is, and what I caught on to real quick was your IGT or gas ram Gamo guns barrels are pretty much the exact length of their twist rate. This one is a little different for some reason. This is a 16-inch barrel, but I know for a fact that it does not have a 16-inch twist rate. It's because Gamo usually follows suit, like I mentioned in that video, of their barrel length to their twist rate. And come to find out, that is true, except when they come out with the Swarm series. They changed the game. To me, it doesn't make any sense why they have the barrel twist different now and they still offer the same pellets. They didn't change the pellets for the newer guns. So I'm going to let you chime in and hear that telephone call that I was on with Gamo and got some specs about this rifle. So I'll let you hear a little excerpt of that.
I was calling because I have one of your products, your Gamo Swarm in 22 caliber, and I wanted to see if I can get some technical information on it.
Okay, what do you need now?
I was wanting to know what the rate of twist for the barrel itself is. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, let me pull that information.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no problem. I'm thinking it's around a 1 in 16. I'm just not 100% sure, and I just wanted to find out by you guys since, you're the manufacturer.
Right. Alright, give me one. You have a lot of customers. You should know all this stuff. Yeah, you think, but
Right.
a lot of information to entail.
Right.
So, is it a fusion?
No, it's the Gamo Swarm Fox 22 caliber. I notice you guys don't have it on for some reason, everywhere's out of stock on it. I don't know if you stopped making it or it's just on hold because of everything going on right now.
No, it's obsolete.
Oh, it's obsolete?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So for a gamo brake barrel, 1.77 and a 22, how many grooves? There's 12. How many twists per inches is one complete turn at 508 millimeters, which is 20 inches.
Okay, and that's for the 1.7 or the 1.77 or the 22 or both?
That's both. And then for like the Fusion and Maximum barrel has a different rifling, so I don't know what the Swarm Fox has because Swarm Fox was actually just a retailer's.
Okay.
But if it's anything like the Swarm Fusion, it's going to have 10 grooves and twist rate per inch is going to be 15.75 inches.
Okay. Alright. And that's metric though, so it'd be, I don't know, what is that metric?
400 plus minus 50 metric.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so as mentioned, my first step when finding the right pellet, even though I've shot, pellets in this and they shoot well, they may or may not be the right pellet. And how do I know that? Well, any air gun can shoot any pellet of its caliber and shoot good to a certain range or not match its twist rate and still shoot decent. It's just how it is. It's because it's rifled and you're putting a spin on the pellet causing it to shoot better than no spin or a smooth bore. But when I called about this, and as you heard in the phone call, there's different specs on these barrels for these gamo guns. Okay, so if you have a gamo rifle that has a 12 groove, 12 land barrel, and you can count them out, look inside the barrel and count them. Make sure the gun is safe, of course, but look down your barrel and count the lands and grooves. And if you have 12, you have a 1 in 20 twist rate, or 500 and something millimeters, I think 508 millimeters off the top of my head, which is a 1 in 20 twist, which currently matches their lineup of pellets according to my twist rate to pellet weight ratio. If the pellet, they designed the pellet for that barrel, which Gamo usually is pretty good about that stuff. But here's the kicker. She also mentioned that with the new Swarm series, the Fusion and the Maxim guns, they have a different twist rate, which is a 15.75 or 400 millimeter twist. In this barrel, and come to find out, this gun is obsolete, but no other Gamo has this barrel. So it was some type of special gun that Gamo had at the time. So it is what it is, but she told me the details of this barrel. If it's a 10 land and 10 groove barrel, then it's a 1 in 16 or 15.75 inch twist rate, or 400 millimeters, which makes sense. So going back to my chart, and the reason why I even called them to begin with was because I started shooting the JSB 18 grain and they shot very, very well. Well, not only that, but behind the scenes, not video recording or anything, I had some H&N 18 grain pellets laying around that I put through the barrel too, and it shot very, very well, 25 yards or so. I mean, this gun is very accurate for what it is and what I only gave for it. So that got me thinking, is it really not, is it not a 16-inch twist rate, or is it, is it a 16-inch twist rate? And that's the reason why I called, to verify. So on this journey of finding the correct pellet, guys, you want to know your twist rate because it's going to be a big help. If you follow my chart, I created that chart because of all the known information. All this whole video is based on facts. Like I said, I was wrong about the twist rate, but then again, Gamo switched it up on me, so I didn't know that. I didn't know Gamo came out with another, different series of barrel twist, which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't match any of their current pellet lineups, but it is what it is. So, back at 18 grain pellets in here, this gun loves them. It shoots them very well. I mean, you know, it's easily spitting out 1/4 inch groups or more, a little more at 25 yards. I mean, that's awesome. So again, that's what got me thinking. And then I turned around after I got off the phone with Gamo. I noticed something. And you're probably thinking, well, James, you know, my gun shoots a lot of different pellets. Well, what's that got to do with it? You know, what's that mean? Well, if you do a little bit of research like I did, you'll find that certain pellets almost have the same length or same contact area in the barrel itself. So even though your gun might shoot one pellet good, it might shoot another one too, but it may not be the best one for it. And the reason I say that is because there's so many variables. There's distance, there's velocity, but I'm matching my twist rate calculator graph to lead pellets to the actual barrel twist. So with that said, as I mentioned lead pellets to my twist rate calculator, guess what else shoots good in these newer Gamo barrels? The Predator GTO 11.75 grain. And you're probably wondering, well, how in the heck that's a big grain difference. How in the heck does that work? Well, as I mentioned, the pellets of the 18 grain and the actual GTO 11.75 grain are almost the exact same length. And I have a phone call recorded with Dick from Predator International about this. I called and asked him about the GTOs because I did some research and found that Ham Hard Air Magazine did a study with the Predator GTOs in 22 cal and found the length, and they look exactly like the 18 grain, guys. So I just wanted to do a little digging and found this out. And again, you know, I typically don't go this far, but I wanted to show you guys why, you know, certain pellets work in certain guns and some of them don't.
I was calling to see because I have some questions about your products. I wanted to ask more particularly about the Predator International GTO and 22 caliber. I was calling because I wanted to know if those were similar to the JSB 18.13 grain and 22, like the lengthwise.
They're similar in shape and design.
I was just asking because I noticed that I believe it's one of the online Airgun magazines did a review of the GTOs, and it looks like the length of the pellet themselves is similar to the 18.1 grain. I know that one's lead.
I think it's a little longer, but very close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they are similar, but you know, the skirts are a little thicker because they're trying to get as much weight in that pellet as we can. But it's amazing how well they adapt to most guns without any changes. So people that are shooting, an exact 18.1 or a heavy can go to a GTO with little or no adjustments and see the same results. You know, it's.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I was calling about, because that's what I've noticed too. Like you mentioned, that a lot of guns that shoot the 18 grain heavies love the 11.75 grain GTOs.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's probably just because I do a lot of research and different topics and stuff like that, studying pellet skirts, pellet size, pellet lengths, and I just wanted to see and clarify if you had any idea. You know, like you said, they're pretty close and similar in length, so that could be the reason why, because it's the rotational spin.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're right on top of it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So I appreciate your time. I noticed you guys.
You bet. Call back anytime.
So you're probably thinking to yourself, well, you know, I'm shooting pellets that work in my gun. What's the big deal? Well, as I mentioned earlier, there's so many variables. But like I said, I like to match the ones to my twist rate with lead. Personally, I shoot lead. I haven't shot the GTOs yet. But I know they work good in these newer barrels because there's so many videos from, you know, the online stores, Pyramid Air, Airgun Depot, and all them shooting the newer Swarm series, and the GTO pellets are awesome in them. You know, out to 35 yards from what I've seen. So to show you as to why some pellets shoot good or almost the same, I did a little experiment. So at 25 yards, if you know this gun on my channel, you know that I've shot Crosman Premier hollow points very accurately and very precisely with it. Well, as I stated, I switched to the JSB 18-1 grain, and they're the exact same precision and accuracy at the same yardage. Now, of course, there's going to be a bigger adjustment of drop, but the same grouping, same accuracy, spot on, guys. I mean, I just wanted to share this with you. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I could help you somewhat find the correct pellet. You know, give the manufacturer of your airgun a call, see if they know the actual specs on the rifle that they don't tell you online when you buy it or when you go to the store or on the box. Because, you know, finding this out, and with my pellet calculator, lead pellets, if you shoot lead, you find the barrel twist, you could go and buy a couple different tins of 18 grain pellets. You know, the JSB 18-1 grain, the H&N, I think it's 18-3 grain, whatever it is. Instead of going out and buying the whole broad spectrum of pellets to try out, like I said, you know, there's certain circumstances or certain instances where certain pellets work better than others or shoot the same. It's because of the actual design of the pellet, like I said, and this was confirmed. So I just want to share this with you guys. And again, if you're having trouble finding your barrel twist, the manufacturer doesn't know, I have a video and the link that's below to show you guys from the past where I've actually calculated it with a cleaning rod. So you could do that method, but it's a lot easier. Just give them a call, see if they know it. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And again, hope you're shooting good. If you're shooting the right pellet, you think you are, then hey, everything's good. But if you want to get the most out of it, like I have, this is the way I go about it. And I enjoy every minute of it, guys. So if I could help one person out there get the right pellet, that made my day. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.